Okay, what's up, guys? So, What Culture Wrestling has uploaded a video titled 10 wrestlers who were given way too many chances. So that's, I don't know. I feel like, now, no disrespect, because this is one of my favorite wrestlers, but Jeff Hardy. I feel like that would be one wrestler that's on this list, because it seems like time after time after. He definitely, he's gonna. I think he's gonna be on this list. I'm calling it. He's definitely gonna be on this list. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. Make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling.
Awful, you should be given as many chances as you want. You should never begrudge anyone of any opportunity, even
Jinder Mahal. I was trying to think of his name and could not think of it.
Others rather than try and drag them down, and you will feel better too. Long live positivity.
It was in the last one that I was reacting to.
Wrestlers throughout the years that have confused the audience with how many times they were given another crack at the whip. For one reason or another, management believed in them, and yet for one reason or another, they could never really get it going. Magic of the profession, I suppose. For every Daniel Bryan, who those in charge never thought could be a main event guy, there's a Viscera who was allowed to try over and over and over and over again, even though he got the same results. This has happened a lot, though, which is why I'm Simon from What Culture, and this is 10 wrestlers who were given way too many chances. Number 10, Test. Andrew Martin looked great. You know what? He wasn't as bad in the ring as people like to make out. With the right gimmick and protection, he easily could have gone all the way to the top. Unfortunately, he didn't. This isn't to say he wasn't used either. Test was given a pretty damn good role with the corporation and even had that soap opera storyline with Stephanie McMahon that ended when Triple H entered proceedings and stole his girl. That was really where he hit the wall too. Instead of having a massive feud with the game, he kinda just got his ass kicked, and after you've been cheated out of your relationship to boot, well, it's not a good fit. The audience all of a sudden saw Test as a bit of a loser. From here, he just flipped and flopped from one team to the next, but he never really worked.
That's messed up.
He wasn't an American, a member of the Alliance, part of TNA. It's just so underwhelming. And in 2004, he was let go. As you know from the title of this video, though, there was another go-around. And it came in 2006 when he returned in ECW. Got a push that seemed like he would finally get to where he needed to be. As that didn't happen, he fell out with the powers that be, and he got let go again. The real shame here was that for a guy who seemed to have it all, he never made it to the promised land. It makes it even worse when you learn that he tragically
dang.
a few years after this. Number 9 and 8.
That's messed up.
PRIMO and EPICO are alright, genuinely.
Did they just recently get fired?
And you'll soon see that basing their skill level on their WWE run is not fair.
I think they just recently got fired. I think I seen their names on the list.
And yet amazingly, they are still employed. You would be forgiven for thinking otherwise. Where it all falls
I know anymore.
Watchful eye of Vince McMahon is that he seems adamant they have to be a team no matter what. Because they are the cousin and brother of Carlito, meaning there's a thread running through it, WWE pushed them together in 2000.
Carlito, I miss Carlito. Carlito was funny.
And sure, they won tag team gold, but who remembers that now? I mean, they had Rosa Mendes as their manager for a while too. Again,
dang, I'm trying to remember that. I do not remember that. I remember her, but I just don't remember her. I had to go back and check.
And once they'd been forced to lose every single match they had, another spruce-up saw them return as the Shining Stars. That was just lazy. The whole bit was, hey, we love Puerto Rico and you should go there.
Yeah. I remember that.
WWE just let these two go at their own pace. It would probably solve everything. But at this stage, there's not much chance of that. To get back on television first, and that will happen, we do not know. Number 7, Viscera.
And never.
I get why Vince McMahon loves big dudes. They do turn your head at an airport. Just because you look like a beast doesn't mean you're going to be a top-tier pro wrestler. It's not the be-all and end-all, even if people gape at you and all. Way back in the 90s, though, when things had to change in the then WWF because of the steroid trial, the focus simply went from huge ripped guys to massive men. That's why you saw the likes of Bastion Booger, Yokozuna and Mabel all of a sudden in top roles. While Yoko got over huge, it wasn't going to work for everyone. Take the mention Mabel. He was pretty good with Mo in Men on a Mission.
Yeah, I think when I started watching wrestling, they were calling him Big Daddy V.
He was Viscera.
Yeah.
Actually fitted into the Ministry of Darkness quite nicely. There was still this idea that he should be in prominent positions, even though he wasn't clicking. Big Vis was simply a big man who lost a lot, that doesn't do much for your security guard type image and gimmick. WWE then cut him once more, and then for some reason, hired him back 4 years later. Even then, the switches kept coming, however, as he was the world's largest love machine, and then Big Daddy V.
Yep.
Names alone will have you raising an eyebrow. The truth is, because he was 6'6" and 300 pounds, McMahon thought he could get him over. And he did to a certain degree, but it felt like we'd done all we could long before WWE realized that was the case. Number 6, Sin Cara. No longer with the company, mostly because of everything we're about to discuss, Sin Cara's run in WWE was doomed as soon as the person behind the mask was switched. Never a good sign.
Yeah.
To what was going on behind the scenes too, because it was never about who took up the mantle and more about the character itself. You could have put anyone in that suit, and even after a few months, fans had decided they didn't really care. Joining in 2011 as Triple H's first big project, all the little ideas that were.
He was good too. I did like Sin Cara.
Lights for a while.
Yeah, that's why I hit light.
WWE should have just cut.
They changed that color. I'm like, yup. It's a Sin Cara match.
Into those shoes instead. There was even a fake Sin Cara for it.
Yeah.
It's all so strange. Clearly, everyone involved thought they had something here, but never really hit the highs that were expected. If it was anyone else, the cord would have been pulled far earlier. That may have helped the men involved too. Number 5, Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams looked like he could kick your ass. That's good. Guess what though? No one had any idea what to do with him. Something that's becoming a theme throughout this list. Take his first role in WWF where he stepped into Demolition. Straight away that was a tough gig because he was entering into a team that everybody already loved and didn't think needed expanding. He was called Crush, a name he kept after the group broke up. For no reason he went from some tough bloke to a surfing Hawaiian. What the hell happened? The waves didn't relax him as he turned heel and bait up
complete 180.
Ended up with the first ever
complete 180
match in WWE at WrestleMania 10. Wasn't as finesse back then, they completely took away from their feud. He eventually left this behind to join the Nation of Domination and then the Disciples of the Apocalypse before going to WCW and once again just jumping from gimmick to gimmick. He was part of the NWO, the original Kiss Demon, a member of Chronic, and at no point during his 11-year run did anyone just allow him to find a character and stick with it. And that's why this all fell apart. Number 4, Hornswoggle. Another wrestler who fell foul to being put in bad positions. It's not hard
yeah, I
to
guess.
Vince McMahon found Hornswoggle hilarious, so used him as a get-out-of-jail-free card as much as he could. It started when he was teamed with Fit Fiddler.
Yeah.
You know, he was Irish, and Swoggle could be a leprechaun. And before he was released, he had been the anonymous Raw GM and McMahon's illegitimate son.
Yeah, I remember that.
Satisfying endings to stories that played out over a long-ass time. You can't really blame Dylan Postel, the man behind the gimmick, as he was just doing what he was asked, and really he did it as well as anybody could. But when you are put in these positions, the fans are always going to groan. It's also why when he was allowed to spread his wings and have that WLC match with Torito, the crowd picked up. That was different and cool, as opposed to testing their intelligence. If WWE had played to his strengths more, there's no reason why he couldn't have offered something fresh to proceedings. That was never the plan.
He's definitely a Hall of Famer. He's
Matt Bloom is a
great
trainer down in NXT.
But I definitely see him being inducted into the Hall of Fame. He deserves it. Unless he does some crazy stuff, then yeah, they probably won't do it, but I can see it.
Brought in as Prince Albert, which yes is a slang term for having your penis pierced. You could see WWE was confused,
wow.
but he became a tag team guy. He was put with Droz, the big boss man, Test, and when none of those worked out, he was part of X Factor, which didn't fit at all. The same of which can be said for when he became the hip-hop hipper. I mean, what? It seems as if we nixed this when he became A-Train, but clearly fearing the world would end if he wasn't in a tag team, he was then soon paired with the Big Show. At that point, Vince had seen enough. That did allow Bloom to shine in Japan, but when he returned 8 years later, it was like history repeating itself. As opposed to just being an ass kicker, he was TENSAI, a dude who wrote on his own face. He was meant to be in the main event, which he could have done if he had been brought in as Giant Bernard, but we can't do that. Weird gimmicks have to get in the way. This was done when fans started to chant "Shave Your Back" in reference to his Albert days. That was the end of that. Number 2, Curtis Axel. Another guy who has just vanished. Curtis Axel's biggest mountain was that his dad was Mr. Perfect. It's always unfair to compare a son to his father, but WWE went so far out of the way to hide this, it actually hurt Axel more. The entire world knew what the deal was, and yet no one was allowed to acknowledge it on television. was madness. Coming in as Michael McGillicuddy, he wasn't the best idea.
Oh, I remember that.
Terrible name. And while
Dang.
the Nexus was a huge plus for a while, we all know how that ended. It saw Curtis go back to NXT as creative had a rethink, which did see him emerge as a new Paul Heyman guy. This was pure fire from an on-paper point of view, but again, the company never went all in with it. Take his feud with Triple H. It seemed like it was designed to get Axel over, but instead he just became cannon fodder for the game. It did nothing for him. He then became somewhat of a comedy wrestler, and while the B team have always been entertaining, they can't even get on Raw or SmackDown, so who the hell is that going to help?
This is what I think. I don't know about Curtis Axel. They could do something with him. Maybe like have it where he follows in his father's footsteps or something like that. But with Bo Dallas, they need to have it where him and his brother Bray Wyatt, they both have like a sibling rivalry. Like you see that with every other sibling on wrestling. Maybe not the Usos, but who else? Jeff and Matt Hardy. I remember their sibling was pretty dope. Even though they ain't real brothers, Kane and Undertaker, there's their sibling rivalry. It was pretty dope. But I feel like with just those two guys, like they both have a lot of character. I feel like that they can definitely work on something. They could work on something. WWE. I hope that they're working on that. If not, then what are you guys doing? Like, come on.
Perfect, much like Charlotte Flair has done with her legacy. Number 1, Ed Leslie. Ed Leslie
ain't gonna have Jeff Hardy on the list.
As a hairdresser, this is all you need to know. Dubbed Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the most 80s name you can find, there was some joy to be taken.
Maybe Jeff Hardy might quit or just wait until his contract expired. So then he just went off to other places.
Followed in the Hulkster's footsteps, including hightailing it over to WCW when the Immortal One left. He couldn't worry about hair there, of course, so much like others in this list, it was just one crazy gimmick to the next. He was Brutai, the Butcher, the man with no name, the Booty Man, the Zodiac. These were pretty much exactly the same with a new outfit, and by the time he was the Disciple, yet another incarnation that had the in front of the title, his whole role was to stand behind Hogan and look like he was mad. Leslie left World Championship Wrestling when Hulk left too, surprise, surprise, and my sole memory of him is when I asked him for an interview at the first Startcast, and he looked at me like I was crazy. Not wrong, but still. Know of any other wrestlers who were given way too many chances? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Then head over to whatculture.com and read yourself some articles. Follow What Culture on Twitter.
There's like she fired and hired, or fired one day, then hired the same. Yeah, I thought Jeff Hardy would have definitely been on this list because I just feel like with his past, like they're even talking about it now. Like now they're trying to embrace it and all that, his past, but I don't know. Maybe there's some back stuff behind it and things, but that was the one wrestler. And it's like no disrespect to Jeff Hardy. Like I said, that dude's my favorite wrestler and stuff. So anyways, but yeah, there probably have been some other wrestlers that was on this list that we just overall didn't even discuss. Like Jeff Hardy was the #1 wrestler on my mind and things. So when I seen this video, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, or I'll just probably check the comments of this video. I don't know. But anyways, make sure you guys go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this. Like and subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.